just had specific grapples you could do from a rebounding superstar. Now we have specific strikes you can do. You can, leapfrog rebounding opponents or duck under them. We have finishers. Finishers and signatures can be performed from the rebound. You can now, another small thing. I told you it's a long one. We've always had, different situations you can do things. I'll just use an example. Throwing somebody in the corner. They're groggy in the corner. You have grapples you can do with them facing you as well as with their back to you. But there was never anything in the game to manually position that opponent. So now you can do that. So if I throw you in the corner, if we're playing, and it's like, no, I know what move I want to do, and it's with you, with your stomach against the turnbuckle. I can approach you, press the right bumper, and I'll switch you. And I can go ahead and do those moves. So the same when you're on the ground as well. Like if I knock you to your back and I want you on your stomach, I can flip you over and do those ground grapples for that particular, set. What else? Jeez, belts. The right belts are in the matches. No more of the same world. Was it the world heavyweight that was always hanging in a ladder match? If you're having a ladder match for the United States Championship, the United States Championship is going to be hanging from the rafters. What else? The TLC match is now a real TLC match. It's a ladder match. It just has tables and steel chairs now. Oh man, I know I'm forgetting stuff. There's a lot. Struggle submissions have changed a little bit too. They're now struggle submissions. You call them on your own. Like before they were all just kind of thrown in to everybody's moveset. But now, like if you're in a strong grapple hold, there's never a mistake of you doing a move and you triggering a struggle submission that you didn't want. If you want to do a struggle submission, all you have to do is click the right stick. If the guy's on the ground, you want to do a submission, click the right stick. And it triggers it.
I have two more questions.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's cool. They want to know this. Yeah. Will we see return of Create a Belt?
Yeah, I saw that mentioned on your write-up as well. It is not going to be in 2010, but I'm sure it'll one day come back. I can't give any, I don't want to lie to anybody and say it'll be in next year or the year before that, but if the demand is there for it to have it back in the game, I mean, definitely want to listen to the fans and, maybe one day, hopefully soon. I'd like to have it back personally. But.
In the GameSpot article, it says that you can put a superstar or diva through a stacked table. Is that a hint that match limitations per diva is removed?
That's another good one. Oh man, I love Gaming Ring. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, divas can participate in pretty much any match this year.
Cool.
Table match, cage matches, but I'm not. Yeah. So they can be in those matches. Hell in a Cell even. You can use divas.
And last question.
Yeah.
Borrowing the elements of Legends of WrestleMania's kickout system, there were some mixed reactions to it.
Yeah.
And how it fared in the wrestling, especially specifically online with the lag.
Yeah.
Will the system tweak a bit and be different from what we saw in Legend of WrestleMania?
By and large, it functions the same. Now, I read stuff on various posts, and honestly, I love this kickout system. I'm sorry for those of you who don't, but I think it's awesome. It adds a bit of unpredictability to matches because you actually get a chance to kick out and have those dramatic 2 counts. But with that being said, as much as I love it, I do take into account, we all do, the fans. There is an option in the game where you can use the old system.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I mean, I definitely, by default, the new system is being used, and I love it. It has been tweaked a little bit. It works a lot better in Smackdown this year than it did in Legends. But I love the mechanic. I find it fun. I actually look forward to getting pinned, just so I can, play with that system. I love it personally, but for those of you who don't, you can go into options and you can use the old button mashing system, which, by the way, is the same as our new system. If you can still button mash with the new system. The only thing is we're showing it to you on screen. So it's pretty much the same. But yes, all right, I'll get off my soapbox.
That's all right.
The old system is in there for those who don't like the new.
Brian, it's been
I recommend the new kickout system.
Definitely. Brian, it's been a pleasure.
Always.
Thank you, sir.
Always. Thank you. And thank you all the Gaming Ring, fans out there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome, man.
Bye, man.